The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott from the gun. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Change it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Deshaun Wright there on the tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Yeah. 13.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Ravens had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
We go 47. Hey, kill. We go going to 53.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
47. We go 46. We go going to 54. Right. Hey, 47.
Prescott yet again.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Touchdown!
Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, report! Report! Middle. What are we?
Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Yeah.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6.
Here we go, 54. Hey, kill. 47.
Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Eluding, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
46.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at about the 28. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
No, we change it.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Nice shot. Report. You.
Jackson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards in the first.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There we go, kill. There we go, 47. Hey, kill.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll run with Gibson. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Throwing, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
We're going 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here go 46. Here go 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing, Jackson.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and